Ladies and gentlemen, here's a short clip from a live stream I had the other day where I'm going to talk about the latest update from the developers of 83. I've been following this game for quite a while and I'm getting quite excited about it. So if you want me to cover it some more, please let me know down below. Also be sure to go down and follow my Twitch channel so you can catch one of these live streams and interact. And we have a lot of fun. So I hope to see you there. Have a great evening. Bye bye. So this is 83's this is 83's video. Their thought and there is some interesting things here that I kind of want to go through with you guys. So is everybody stand by? And 3, 2, 1. So the first thing we notice here is, of course, the the aim down sight and absolutely no recoil at all.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Through the Gunsights. This time we thought we should take a step back, look at the wider picture and talk a little bit about our vision for 83 as a game. What kind of an experience can you expect? What's the overall direction? How will various elements come together? We'll talk about all this using our 4 game pillars as the key principles we follow when working on 83. Hopefully this will give you a better understanding of what kind of a game we're aiming to make, and I hope it will make you excited to try it out by the time you're ready to put it in your hands. Let's start by handing it over to our game director, Rich Barham, who will talk about game pillars in general and the overall vision for the project. Enjoy!
So remember that's the producer, but he's not going to be the producer for very long, that guy Adam, because he's moving on to something else. So that's a new producer.
When we finished making Rising Storm 2 Vietnam, we sat down and looked at the best way to meet audience expectations.
And you're right there, salute.
For the title that would follow on. I wanted to make sure that when anybody from the dev team looked at the game we were making, they understood that this was all about evolution from before, not revolution, and unpleasant surprises for the community. It was a
So that's interesting, right? So he's saying right there, that it's not going to be a completely different game. So all the things that I was afraid of, like for example, that the game would change like totally, that would be, something completely different. That is not, basically. Yeah. So exactly, Mr. Hapless. So instead of them just, making a fucking battle royale shooter, that this is going to be something concrete and actually something tenable for all of us. And I think that's an awesome idea.
It's about concentrating everything down into 4 clear pillars that are reflected in everything we do. So the first one of which is authenticity, the second of which is accessible realism, teamwork first, and lastly, persistent warfare.
So, super important. Super important. That's probably, most important thing, that is not fucking squad, that is actually a proper game.
Authenticity. Now, that's one of our main pillars, and as an art team, that's a great pillar to respect and work closely with, especially it sits well within our wheelhouse for execution. It's a core project pillar that has remained the same as the previous titles that we've done, and this is to continue to stay accurate and authentic, which continues to be at the forefront of our minds while developing. Now, in order to uphold such, we're working...
So, Hapless, my good friend Hapless, can you explain to people what this is? So this is something that I want everybody to take notice to. So we just wait here for young Mr. Hapless to explain to us. I'm pretty convinced that this is a Russian shilka. No, well, not shilka, but fucking... no, it is not. It is not. It's not a bazooka. This is... Yes, there you go, Hapless. This is a man-portable air defense weapon. So this is to shoot down fucking planes, my ladies and gentlemen. So what does this mean? What can we extrapolate from this? Yeah, Striker, Ikla, or whatever. Yes, this is a ground, this is a man-portable. It's not so what does this mean? Anybody? This means fucking helicopters. So that means helicopters, because why would you put this in to shoot down helicopters if there's no helicopters. So that's the lock-on right there. Battery pack in here. You see that what's it called? The speaker right there. You know, it makes like a tone when you got a lock on. That's what's there for. So, bada bing, bada boom, ladies and gentlemen. That means helicopters. That is, you know, you can confirm that as helicopters. Because why would you put in this? That's helicopters, right?
Really hard within the team and with the community, and we're taking great pride in researching weapons, vehicles, characters, gear, props, VFX.
Yeah, Hapless, but do you think that having somebody run around, that's of course an option to shoot down A-10s, Harriers, all that stuff, but meh.
Environment. Honestly, the list goes on. And this vastly improves making sure that we can deliver and...
So, this is basically, right? This is basically Rising Storm 2. Like, this looks amazing, like, right? This kind of thing. So I really like this, and the buildings look nice, and yeah.
Stay true to the closest real world experience.
And interesting here, no fucking ridiculous upside down fucking machine pistols. So, you know, with a big magazine in front here. So we actually got isn't this the Sterling, Hapless? I think this is a Sterling or whatever. So magazine side, submachine gun 9mm.
We can offer.
You know,
I mean, also along the way, like being able to
push
a few boundaries given the era. You know, we want to get in a bit of flavour, and we want to make sure it's enjoyable.
So, just wanted you to see that.
And we want to make sure it's enjoyable.
So, of course, vehicles, right? Jeeps. This is a Russian Jeep. So, no, it's not. It's a British fucking Land Rover. The guy's sitting in the wrong side. Of course, that's a British Land Rover. So, sorry. No. Look at where he's sitting. The guy's in the wrong fucking seat. That's not going to be a Russian vehicle, is it? When the guy's sitting in the wrong or... Yeah. So, that's a Land Rover. Yeah. And there you go, Russian. This is nice. You know, you got the whole... It's not so dumbed down. It's not retarded like in Squad. You get it all the way up in your face, right? So you get this instead. So
I've heard us talk about accessible realism many, many times before. But it bears mention again here because it's arguably the most important of our pillars. Or at the very least, it's the one that's key to delivering the gameplay
I'm sorry that I'm pausing it all, so if you get annoyed on me...
just to refresh, accessible realism is the principle by which we design our game mechanics to be realistic.
Super nice reload there, anyhow. Super nice reload. And also I like the AK-74U, like the short-barreled one.
Until they stop being fun, and then dial it back a notch. So engaging in a firefight is fun. Yeah, random numbers deciding whether your weapon jams or fails is not. Big intense battles, fun. Spending an hour hiking across 3 kilometers of empty countryside only to get shot from nowhere by a pixel, not so much.
Yes. Fuck yes. Yes. And yes. Fuck yeah. There we go.
Of course, we understand fun is subjective, so exactly where to draw that line can be a real challenge. But that just underscores how important experience is when working in this genre, and by extension, what our experience as a studio therefore means for 83. Teamwork is a pillar of, I think, every tactical shooter. It's part of what defines the genre, and 83 is really no exception. A handful of skilled players, no matter how good they are, won't be able to carry their team. It takes a whole team working together to win. But where some games will take a fairly heavy-handed approach to forcing teamwork, 83 won't. What we found in the past is that while skilled individuals can't win a game for you, using forced teamwork mechanics absolutely allows a bad or new player to lose a match for you.
Exactly. So you see, so a good player can sometimes win the game, but a bad player can, of course, lose the game for you if you force them like to be a crucial part, like in Squad. So if you force, like in Squad, people to build like silly spawn points and shit, if the guys don't build the silly spawn points, you automatically lose. So that's what they're talking about, are you gonna get these spawn points? What are you gonna get? So exactly. So yeah, that's exactly, super important.
And that's arguably what.
I like. Look at this. Can anybody look at this? He's shooting the PKM from the shoulder. And he's holding up underneath, like exactly where the chamber is. Can you imagine how hot that gets? Either he needs to hold under the box or he needs to fold the bipod in.
Worse. So for 83, we're trying to make it easier to coordinate with your teammates. We want to encourage it, but not force it.
Encourage it, but not force it. Encourage it, but not force it. That is the fucking key word.
So we're talking things like clear signposting, sensible VoIP channels.
Sensible VoIP channels. That means they expect VoIP channels to work, right? Lol.
Context-sensitive ping system.
Context-sensitive ping system. So that's interesting, right? So you can actually play with people from other places. Yeah.
TS-style player selection and ordering for commanders on their map, and so on. We want to make it so that teamwork is the path of least resistance and comes naturally to new players, not something that requires 100 hours of playtime, mandatory microphone, and a deep understanding of the matter.
Exactly. Important here. I'm hoping I'm not boring you guys to death, but I'm fascinated by this.
Persistent warfare is conceived to give every player the feeling that every bullet, every objective captured, every...
Persistent warfare. Persistent warfare. So every bullet matters. So that means it transferred. That means a campaign, doesn't it, Hapless? Like if you talk about like warfare, that like every bullet matters, that means it's going to be transferred, right?
Every team advance, everything you do contributes to the war effort. And the way that works is it gives us the ability to look at what's happening across all of those battles across the world of 83.
So this is interesting, right? So what does this mean? Is this like is this like a Russian invasion in fucking Gibraltar and then up this way? Like what is this? What is these things? The battles over here in Copenhagen and in Sweden and Norway and this stuff, like what's going on here, like that? Oh, Sweden, Norway, yeah.
And allow that to influence a number of...
So interesting, right? Interesting, like this, what this means. Like I've been thinking when I saw this first time. Yeah, exactly, Lofty. Yeah, I know that. No, but isn't this like the Red Menace spreading out through Africa? So you're gonna get maps in Africa. That would be so fucking cool. Yeah, I don't know exactly how that thing works, but it's still, it's interesting to me.
Different, really interesting things, which I'm not going to tell you about just yet, but we will. It's coming.
Again, here, look at the fucking Bren gun. Look at this. look how much, like this is what Hapless and I have been talking about, right? So you got the Bren gun right here. So if somebody pops up, imagine how much, like, imagine you're fighting, right? Imagine how many windows can be behind here that you can't fucking see, right? And if this guy right here, you have no idea, right? You have no idea. So I'm just gonna go back. So here we go. He starts shooting right here, right? But he has no idea if he hit this guy. If this was fucking Gylle, right? He would be bunny hopping sideways here, just bunny hopping and just blasting you all the way, and you would have no idea. You would have no idea where he was going, right?
A lot of people have asked me, what should they expect from 83, particularly in the context of games we've made before? So quite simply, 83 is a bigger, better version of the games we've made before.
Bigger, better version of the games we made before. Bigger, better versions of the games we made before.
But taking into account new technology, so it's going to look better, it's going to play smoother. We're going to be...
I like the paratroopers. I like that you get the British paratroopers. Oh shit. Oh shit. I'm fucking up.
Are enjoying when we're playing it so far, so that's a good sign.
That's all for our episode today. I hope you enjoyed it.
So that's the PKM. one thing you need to notice with the PKM, it actually feeds from the right side. That's a surely Russian thing, but that's pretty nice. But it ejects like the shell casing so violently out the side.
And that it helped you understand 83
British paratroopers here, right? Very obvious.
a bit better as development is coming along. Unfortunately, that will be my last episode as the producer for 83,
Yeah.
but fear not, the new producer is already on board.
So this is this guy. We're gonna switch this bearded guy out for that bearded guy. Yeah.
So the project is carrying on full steam ahead in very capable hands, and you'll get to know him more in the next episode. Meanwhile, I'm putting away my L1A1, handing in my ammo, folding my uniform, and moving on to some more subtle and covert operations in IGI Origins. If you're not already following the development of IGI, I invite you to check it out, as we've just started a new series of development diaries where we talk about how that project is coming along. Thank you for joining us today, and I'll see you on the battlefield.
So, that is basically it. I thought there were some really cool. I really liked it. You notice this, guys. Look at when he shoots this, the front sight mechanism jumps when he shoots it. I'm just gonna see, where is it? Look at that. I'm just gonna go frame by frame. Look at the front, the side HUD. It jumps. Look at boop, and it goes down again. Boop. So yeah.
And the way that
funny.
works is it gives us the ability to look at what's happening.
So yeah, I really like the PKM, the pistols. Everything looks fucking awesome, and then I think that is confirmed that that's gonna be helicopters at least, and some sort of campaign. And the Sterling here, and of course the high power and all that stuff. So yeah, pretty fucking awesome. Yeah, I think so as well. Yeah, my boys, I really hope, that you enjoyed this, and all that stuff, and whatever we might say here. And I really hope you enjoyed it, and I enjoyed it immensely. Yeah. And I don't hope it was too boring. I want to thank, of course, Mr. Gandalf, Mr. Hapless, Wolfie, Yari, Staff Sergeant, of course. What do we got down here? And of course, Stabsvakt. Thank you so much, man, for showing up. -1. Thank you, Lufty. James Sonny Crockett, thank you, man. Dev, thank you. And everybody else, thank you so much. I hope you found this interesting. Yeah, go ahead with a question, of course, if you have. The ETA of this game, yes, I know that. 83 is gonna be launched in this year. The beta is gonna be 2022. So a couple of months. 2022 is gonna be the beta, and that's probably gonna run for 6 months. So sometimes 2022, perhaps early 2023. That's my guess. Yeah, that's 3 months for the beta, of course, right? Or alpha or beta, whoever knows. But yeah, they're going to start testing, public testing, or like closed testing probably in like 3 months. So yeah, that's all I know. And nobody has contacted me about anything. So let's hope I get in on the inside track here so I can keep you up to date. But who knows? But yeah, thank you so much, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. And and Stabsvakt, send me that stuff as soon as you if you get anything. I'll Yeah, vielen Dank. And I'll see you all in the next one. And yeah, have a great evening. Bye-bye.